I wonder how everybody's doing.
Look!
Wait!
Sora!
Mulan! Hey, no time to talk. We gotta catch that guy.
I'm following him too.
Then let's go!
Okay, Donald, if you say so. Greetings, I am Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 2 commentary, where we cover the Land of Dragons for the last time, and all in one part. So, hopefully we should avoid any stumbling, bumbledy commentary like we had last time. And yes, the village is still burned down. Any puzzle pieces we can get are forever doomed. But yeah, I mean, I was initially gonna be, watching Mulan to try and have something more to say, but to be honest, well, first of all, I lied. But the second reason of which being is that I don't really think it'll matter that much, because there are more cutscenes per distance traveled. And I mean, on top of that, there is also, well, more Kingdom Hearts original plot, as opposed to anything related to Mulan the movie, so... Again, like, I mean, this pretty much goes into what I was saying previously. A lot of the second visits to the worlds involve the organization fucking things up. We've seen the Disney movies, now it's time for the sequel movie. And we get to see what happened to Mulan and Captain Lee in the aftermath. Yes, I finally remember what that guy's fucking name was. And wasn't there an air current we could ride around here? Or maybe that's just a way for story purposes. Ah, well. Anyway, let's scale a mountain and climb there with you.
Looks like he got away.
How come you're after somebody from Organization 13?
What is that?
The guy in black.
One of the bad guys!
I knew it. There's a rumor in the Imperial City about a spy in black, lurking in the mountains. I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Ah.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, but I do wonder where he went.
Again?
Okay, first things first. Hey, you! Quit sneaking around!
It's a very familiar looking Keyblade. There's only one man that we know who has a Keyblade like that, and it is Riku, as he was possessed by Ansem, the Seeker of Darkness. But, yeah, he's not really here to play. Well, okay, he's sort of here to play, but he's primarily just here to, well, keep Sora off his back. I mean, you would have thought at this point that he'd want to reveal himself to Sora. Well, he might do. After all, this is his boyfriend we're talking about. But, no. I mean, again, if you could possibly recall how we, felt during the 3-5 out of 2 days, yeah. He's, not exactly happy about his circumstances and doesn't want Sora to see the real him. Or if you could even perceive the real Riku. But yeah, there's really not much you can do. It's pretty much just staving off the whole battle until things are pretty much done and he stands there, waves, and just runs away like a little bit of a puss.
That guy. No. Why would he? Riku?
Yes, go Sora, chase your boyfriend to hell and back. You need him.
Are you okay, Sora?
Did you get him?
No. He's gone.
What? You lost him?
Anyway, what now?
I think that we better get rid of all the Heartless first. Whoa!
What was that? Come on, we better get off the mountain.
Okay.
And yes, it seems some mysterious organization members are harassing the Emperor, and that's why Mulan is pretty much just bumping about, despite the fact that... Well, actually, no, she was heralded as the, the savior of China, so I guess she probably does have free reign to travel around, like some... Actually, does China have an equivalent of a Ronin? I'm not too sure.
It's heading for the city. We've got to warn Shang.
Good seeing, guys. We don't get to hear anything about their conversation, but, yeah, it's not quite as sinister as anything else. I mean, Ansem is pretty much just there to warn the Emperor that the organizations is here to mess things up, basically. Well, not just the organization, but also the Heartless have returned. Basically, culminating in our big single boss fight of the hour. And, also, I think to talk about, voice actor trivia here, I think in the original movie, the Emperor was voiced by... I want to say Pat Morita. I hope to God I'm not wrong on that, but I'm just remembering trivia at the back of my brain. And, yeah, I think... either his last time voicing him was in Kingdom Hearts 2, or he might have died around the time the game came out, I'm not too sure, but, anyway, that's just the brief bit of trivia I have right here. I mean, again, like, compared to last time where we were pretty much just faffing about with pish missions, the level structure this time around I think is actually a little bit more solid. I mean, it's much shorter than your first visit for sure, but... I don't know, like, I feel like you tend to accomplish a little bit more than what you did beforehand. I mean, again, maybe I'm just feeling a little bit bitter because of my previous experience commentating over it, but... yeah. And I mean, this is coming from someone who does like the Land of the Dragons as, like, a level, so... I mean, I don't know, really. Like, I mean, it's enjoyable. And now the excess of running out of trivia has begun. Though not helping that we're continuing with item management, the game. So, let's talk about pointless trivia, like Destiny Islands. A completely pointless bit of trivia, but if you rearrange the name, guess what it spells? You have 3 seconds. 2, 1, run out. It's Disneyland! No, seriously, if you rearrange Destiny Islands, what you get out of the name anagram is, it's Disneyland. You know, just like Jeremy Irons. Jeremy's Iron, who voices Scar in The Lion King in Pride Lands, therefore, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, it all ties together. Although, to kind of put into perspective though, he's not voiced by Jeremy Irons in the Kingdom Hearts 2 adaptation of The Lion King, it's just in the original movie, where allegedly he's also a gay icon. That is to say Scar, I think, not Jeremy Irons. Though he could be, I don't know. I don't know his preferences, could be anything really. But yeah, pretty much the only place you really have to go at this point is just the Emperor's Courtyard, go into the building, go back out again, fight the final boss, and that's pretty much the Land of Dragons. I mean, there are a fair few cutscenes between now and then, and like, I mean, it does, I don't know, show you sort of the immediate aftermath of the end of Mulan, so provided there isn't some direct-to-DVD Disney sequel, it slots nicely into the timeline, or at least the Kingdom Hearts timeline, which can get quite fucked up, as demonstrated with Dream Drop Distance and Union Cross. And I suppose pretty much every game going forward. Yep, everything's fine except for the fact that this palatial courtyard is completely abandoned. Oh no wait, except for these three, fat-ass, twig boy and dick shit. Don't worry, we don't need any more of this tertiary,
You seem to have ovaries and boobs and a pussy. We're gonna make fun of you for arbitrary reasons.
Even though, no, China is still rather dour about that even to this day. Well, that was a bit of a dark topic. Let's switch gears for a second. The Heartless, yes, violence. We must take them down and do an arbitrary battle scene because fuck it. There we go. One of my favorite limit breaks of all time. I mean, seriously, like, one of the big reasons why I like this limit break so much is, again, like, I mean, not only do you have a lot of maneuverability, but again, you also have a few aerial combos you can pull off with it. Like, I mean, again, you can use, I think it was Mulan's specific attack where you press the triangle button, she can launch enemies into the air, or you can use the regular attack button as Sora and have them basically just rush enemies, so... Yeah, Mulan's limit break is fucking great, and I'm kinda saddened we don't get to keep her along with us. She could be useful in the fight against the darkness of the heart. Well, I mean, I guess I had to use the empty arena for something, because, I mean, God knows I don't have any, like... Well, actually, that's a bit of a misnomer, actually, because, I mean, I had, like, billboarded sprites of Chinese soldiers in the courtyard anyway, so... And, I mean, they even have the models? Oh, will the PS2's processor explode? There are ways around it, and even games like The Matrix Path of Neo can claim that they can do stuff with it, so really... What's the bloody point?
Open up!
Over here!
Huh?
Wait!
Riku?
Huh?
No, never heard of him.
You know, I never realized how much mileage they get out of the Sinister Showdown? Sinister Sundown? I forgot it, but it basically plays during the Battle of Holy Bastion, and, yeah, these are Xigbar's Heartless. Well, first of all, we finally get to see what the man looks like himself, unless you haven't watched the 358 over 2 days commentary. But yeah, rather interesting facet with, Xigbar's well, nobody's, I should say. Again, they're snipers, much like the man himself, but again, you also they also freeze their bullets in place, so again, you can use your reaction command to slam the bullets back into their faces and take them down. Pretty slick and silky, although, again, these nobodies can be pretty quick on their feet, well, in relative terms, because they're kind of floating around here. And, yeah, they teleport around, much like the man himself. By the way, also notice Xigbar's actions around here. He's not very, patient. Well, I should say he's not very aggressive. He's more so just weaning in the background, being very, nonchalant. Almost like he's got a secret.
What are you hiding, you one-eyed monster?
Yeah, but we won't find out what Xigbar's deal is in Birth by Sleep, and Union Cross, and Kingdom Hearts back cover, and Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 4, and Kingdom Hearts 7. If there's even a game up to that point. Which there probably will, but I'll probably be too old and decrepit to play it. And I will have to use my Keyblade to possess somebody's body so that I may see the end of this series, boy. Yes, but they pretty much just talk about how it was in fact Ansem, your excellency, the one whom Actually, no, I don't know if Diz is still responsible for Riku at this point. It's kind of weird, actually. Like, they don't really follow up on what Diz is doing throughout most of this. He's still orchestrating his plans of revenge. But at the same time, though, Diz actually kind of disappears for most of this part. Although, I mean, I suppose that could also possibly account in it for the fact that Christopher Lee, as I mentioned all the way back in the beginning of the commentary in terms of his voice recording duties for Kingdom Hearts 2, just did a single read-through for each and every line. So I guess maybe his time was precious and I couldn't include as many scenes with Diz as they perhaps wanted to? Which, I mean, I suppose the team is thankful they now have Corey Burton on the payroll, but nevertheless. But yeah, I mean, speaking of which, we also don't get to see too much of Naminé either, so, yeah. It does also make me wonder whether or not, in a similar vein to what was initially going to happen with Axel, they were going to kill him earlier in the- they were going to kill them off earlier in the story? I don't know, it's quite curious. I mean, possibly not Diz, given what they have in store for him later on, but... curious. Anyway, on to things good and proper. Yes, it seems that the land of dragons is being attacked by a dragon. So now we pretty much gotta go off and fight it. But first, not before we raid the Emperor's palace for all that it's worth. Yeah, sorry Emperor, let's just raid all your treasures. Orichalcum, holy fuck. I mean, for those of you not in the know, Orichalcum is actually meant to be a mythical metal from Atlantis. Which, I mean, does technically exist in the Disneyverse, so, I guess somebody, raided King Salami Nipple's, land for Orichalcum. And of course, we also got more torn pages, so... Just to remind people at this point, yes indeed, we are going to be, going after the Winifred Feces, worlds, in order to get all the goodies and fulfill the world quota, as well as to lament the fact that, Disney no longer owns the rights to the Winnie the Pooh franchise. And boy will I have things to say about that at this point. Yes indeedy. Yes, Captain Lee, we've done all this stuff before. We're basically battle-hardened warriors. Anyway, let's have a save of the game and get out to face our destiny. On the islands. But alas, those puzzle pieces still elude my grasp, but I will get them one day. And when I do, they will be mine. So, here we go. The dragon of the land. Or at least it's heartless anyway. Yeah, this is where the battles tend to get at their most, I hesitate to say Shadow of the Colossus, because again, this is nowhere near to the same example of that, but... the dragon from Sly 3, maybe? I mean, it gets kind of similar to that. It is a pretty dynamic battle, because I mean, again, you can pretty much just jump on the dragon's back, slash it down for all it's worth, which is where you're going to be getting the most damage out of it. But, yeah, there are also moments where, well... Oh no! Anti-form! And yeah, since we can't use reaction commands, we can't ride the wind, so... Unless we're pretty much stuck like this. I was hoping I might be able to climb the stairs, but no. It's pretty much just going to blast down torrents of lightning at you. It'll have a few other different attack phases, again trying to sweep you down, or blast a giant thunder pillar at you, but... Again, nothing too bad. It's not even very reaction command heavy to begin with as well, so it's... Again, if you're able to ride the wind and, you know, blast your way up to its head, then that's how you're dealing the most damage with it. Apart from that, it's either waiting for it to land to do its little, it's a little... What would I call it, actually? The lightning laneway? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Not that attack specifically, where it just launches a bunch of, lightning rods at you, but more something that's coming up in a little bit. And, yeah, same things with anti-form still apply. Again, its strength remains static from when you first activate it, and, yeah, you can't revert out of it, you gotta wait until it's over with. It's kind of a bit of a weird penalty with, using the drive form, so I find that during boss scenarios it usually tends to... Like, I mean, it usually tends to have a higher chance of summoning anti-form during boss fight scenarios. Other times, though, it usually just tends to be, well, random chance, so... Yeah. There we go. And yeah, as you can see there, the reaction command when you pretty much get to its underbelly, which is the weakest part of a dragon, in terms of its mythical structure, yeah, that's usually when you reaction command it, get it to stun itself for a little bit, and try and remain up in the sky. Although, then again, it won't always zip down. Sometimes you'll just have to wait for it to get out of its attack phases. This is the lightning laneway, as I call it. Pretty much where it just blasts torrents of lightning at you in very enclosed spaces, and you, well, can't really get out of it because the walls are slowly crushing you. So again, it's an overall pretty fun boss fight. It does run the odd occasion of being sort of no, you can't hit me, but at the same time though, you do have plenty of opportunities to reach it, especially if you use Mulan's Limit Break, where you can adequately, you know, use Mushu or Sora to reach it. So again, it can be a nice way to whittle down the boss's health, so again, it's quite fun, dynamic, and entertaining. Except when it unleashes carpet bombs at you like it's a fucking World War II fighter plane. Well, that's probably a misnomer. A B-2 bomber or something? Or a B-17 bomber! And yeah, not long to go now. Dragon, for now China has your land. Actually, and you know what? Given the timing of the TV show and tandem with this game, I'm quite surprised we never got a summon of American Dragon Jake Long. Anybody else remember that show? Nobody? Me? Hello, hello, hello? Childhood here? Oh look, even the dragon broke its neck. Finally, Ed and Twilight Thorn will have something to bond over. So, let's enjoy the victory and I'll take a drink of the Pepsi.
Way to go!
Once again, you have served China well. It would please me to reward you. What is it that you wish?
Well... You say a guy in black came to see you. What did he say?
That is all you request?
Yes.
Dragons have crossed our land and left a great web of paths. These dragons wield much power, and they are the source of many gifts to both man and nature. But it would seem someone of evil intent disturbed one of our dragons and transformed it into what you call a Heartless. It is my belief that this young man came to warn me of that danger. Then I could alert and prepare my troops.
Did you?
I was about to, but he told me this situation had changed.
He said 3 wise guys had arrived, and they would take care of things.
That's gotta be Riku!
But what's he doing hanging out with Organization 13?
No idea. But at least I finally know he's okay. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Now then, Mulan, do you have a request?
I'd like Shang... the captain.
Yes, yes, my dear, what is it?
Could the captain have a vacation, please?
I hardly expected such humble requests. In this case, I'm afraid I must refuse. Captain Lee's responsibility is to protect the Emperor. And yet, Mulan,
Yes.
would you like to serve alongside him and protect me?
What?
Two reeds together are stronger than one. But the choice is yours alone.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The Land of Dragons will be right back after these messages.
She's Frasier's Playful X.
The children's entertainment.
Yeah, SpongeBob Hot Pants.
But getting out of this mess won't be child's play. Tuesday on Frasier.